Welcome to Africa Tales by Jane. We are your #1 channel for bringing you quality and classic written stories to entertain you, with morals, values, and teachings. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share with friends. Thank you for your love and support.
Amaka and Kene met at a mutual friend's birthday party in Lagos. Amaka, a bright and cheerful interior designer, was drawn to Kene's charm and warm smile. They talked for hours that night, sharing stories about their lives and dreams. Kene was a businessman, always busy, but he made time for Amaka. Soon they fell in love and everyone could see her happy the way. Their wedding was grand, full of joy and love. Amaka could not believe she had found someone who understood her so well. She felt lucky and believed that their love was strong enough to face anything. Together, they moved into a lovely house and started building their lives as a married couple. They promised each other happiness no matter what came their way. At first, married life was perfect. Amaka would decorate their home with new ideas from her work, and Kene would come home with little surprises, making her laugh. They often went out together, sharing meals and taking short trips whenever they could. Life felt wonderful, and Amaka was always excited to spend time with him. But as time went on, Kene started getting busier. He was often away for work, and Amaka spent many evenings alone, waiting for him to return. Whenever she asked, Kene reassured her, saying his work demanded more attention. Though she missed him, Amaka trusted him completely, believing in their love. One evening, Amaka's phone beeped with a new message. It was from an unknown number, and the message was strange. It said, "Do you really know your husband?" Amaka laughed, thinking it was a prank. She knew Kene well. She did not take it seriously. She ignored it, believing someone was trying to scare her. The next day, another message came, saying, "Be careful, there's more to Kene than you think." Amaka felt a chill, but still did not believe it. Kene was the man she loved, and she could not imagine him hiding anything from her. She deleted the message, thinking it was silly to worry. Over the next few weeks, the messages kept coming, each one hinting that Kene was hiding secrets. Amaka's heart began to feel heavy with worry. She still tried to brush it off, reminding herself of all the good memories they shared. She thought, maybe someone just wants to ruin my happiness. But the messages became more specific, mentioning Kene's frequent trips and his strange behavior. Now, Amaka could not help but wonder if there was some truth in the words. Slowly, doubt began to creep into her heart, even though she did not want to believe it. Amaka decided to talk to Kene, hoping it would ease her worries. She asked him about his recent trips, trying to sound casual. Kene smiled and told her everything was fine, saying he was just busy with work. He held her hand and promised he loved her, and Amaka felt a little better. But deep down, she still felt a sense of unease. She wanted to believe Kene, yet the words from the messages haunted her. She began to watch Kene more closely, noticing little things she hadn't before. Her mind was filled with questions and her heart ached with worry. One afternoon, while at work, Amaka received another message. This time, it said, Kene's secrets are not just about love, but also about business. Amaka's heart raced. She thought of her father's company, a business she cared deeply about. Could Kene be hiding something related to it? Amaka felt confused. Kene had always supported her family, so why would he do something to hurt them? She did not want to believe it, but the more she thought about it, the more she felt she had to find out the truth for her father's sake. Amaka decided to dig deeper. She started looking through Kene's things, hoping to find answers. She checked his emails and messages whenever she could, feeling guilty but desperate for the truth. She did not find much, but her heart pounded with each discovery, wondering if she was betraying him by not trusting him. Each day, the weight of suspicion grew heavier. She wanted to talk to him, to ask him outright, but fear held her back. She did not want to hurt him if it turned out to be nothing, but if he was truly hiding something, she had to know. One night, Kene left for another business trip, and Amaka decided to follow him. She hired a driver and stayed hidden, watching him from a distance. Kene met with some men she did not recognize. They looked serious, discussing something she could not hear. She felt a strange mix of fear and sadness, wondering if this was the dark side the messages had warned her about. Amaka returned home, feeling more confused than ever. Her love for Kene was strong, but now she felt a strange wall between them. She did not know if she should confront him or continue pretending everything was fine. Amaka could not sleep that night. Her mind was filled with question and her heart was heavy with worry. She thought of her father, who had worked so hard to build his business. Could Kene really be involved in something that would hurt her family? The next day, she went to her father's office, hoping to find some answers. She did not tell him everything, only asking if he knew anything unusual about Kene's work. Her father assured her that he trusted Kene, but Amaka noticed a hint of worry in his eyes. The messages kept coming, each one more detailed than the last. They mentioned names and places, all related to her father's business. Amaka felt like she was in a nightmare, caught between love for her husband and loyalty to her family. She felt alone, unable to trust anyone with her fears. She tried to carry on as usual, but each time she saw Kene, she could not look at him the same way. Her love was mixed with doubt, and she did not know how long she could keep pretending. Amaka knew she had to make a choice soon. Amaka's work began to suffer. She found it hard to focus on her project. Her mind always distracted by the growing mystery around Kene. Her friends noticed her change and asked if she was okay, but Amaka kept quiet, not wanting to share her burden. So one evening, she received a final message. Make your choice, Amaka, for love or family. She felt her heart sink. The words haunted her, leaving her restless and unsure. How could she make a decision that would change her life forever? Amaka was at a crossroad. She stood by the window, looking out at the city's light. Her heart torn in two. She loved Kene deeply, but the shadow of betrayal hung between them. Her father's business was everything to her family, a legacy she wanted to protect. As she thought of the messages and the strange meetings, she knew she had a choice. Should she confront Kene and try to save her marriage, or should she gather evidence and protect her family's business, exposing the man she loved? The answer lay heavy on her heart as Amaka prepared to face the conquest of her decision. So guys, we started another series. All you need to do is like this video, don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends and family, and stick around for the next episode.